Hello, today I'm going to do a demonstration on the Procyon polar posterior set. It has two containers, three trays and one screw tray for the screws. For this demonstration, in the spine, the angle is through the pedicle, and as you can see, for the thoracolumbar side, the angle is like that. In the beginning, we start with the bone hole, which is used for creating the starting hole for the insertion. With the bone hole, we can directly send away the screw, the hole with the bone hole, and it is removed. After the bone hole, we have two probes. One is the straight one with the marking, and second one is also with the marking, the curved one. You can use the straight one for this example. With the bone hole, we are making the hole bigger, and it can be pushed or turned away to create the hole before the tapping. Also, in the meantime, to ensure and confirm that we have reached the cortical bone on the vertebra, we can use feelers. We have two options, straight one and the curved one. With the feelers, we can confirm from the hole that we have reached to the cortical bone. It can be used during the tapping, also the bone hole, also the probe to ensure the surgery safety. Also in the set, there is 6 different markers, 3 with straight one and 3 with marker. So with stopper for the markers, we use them for the confirm the orientation of the hole. So we can use the stopper one and confirm and check the orientation via the CT if the orientation and the angle is good for the screw. With the straight probe, we can do the measuring, but also another guides for the measuring can be used to measure the screw length. So, in this example, the screw measure is screw length is 30 millimeters. So 30 millimeters screw should be used. We continue with tapping. In the set, there is 3 different taps: 4 millimeter, 5 millimeter, and the 6 millimeter. For this example, I will use 6 millimeter diameter screw, so I will be using 5 millimeter tapping. With the tap, the T-handle is used together. We attach the tap with pushing the mechanism and attaching the tap to the T-handle, and it is attached, and then we can do the tapping. Tap is sent through, and we can remove the tap. In the set, there is normally 2 types of screwdrivers. Usually there is one monaxial screwdriver and there is 2 pollaxial screwdrivers. But due to the demand, we can also add one pollaxial driver for the reduction screws, which we specially designed for reduction screws. It has a easier use on reduction screws, but both pollaxial screws or the monaxial screwdrivers could be used for the reduction screws. In this one, for the pollaxial screws, I will be using the pollaxial screwdriver. Also, it will be attached to the T-handle. After we attach the screwdriver to T-handle, we can get our desired screw. In this example, I will use a quad lead reduction screw. which has a higher length of what we measured, but for demonstration I will be using this. When we attach the screwdriver to the screw, it is sent through the tulip and the mechanism turned clockwise. While doing this, screw must be straight, and when we turn the mechanism to the clockwise, until the end it will be locked. After we attach the screwdriver with the screw, screw can be sent through the tapped hole. The T handle is turned clockwise, so we can send the screw. After the screw is sent, we can also remove the screwdriver by turning the mechanism to anti-clockwise, and we can remove the screw. For the demonstration, I will do it on just one side and one level, so I will put another screw to the other vertebra in the next to it. After the screws are sanded, the rod length is determined. For this example, I will use a straight rod. We have all options for the different rods, but up to 600 millimeter. Also, rod can be cutted with the rod cutter, but I don't have it right now. Also, rod cutters of another brand could be used for it. After the rod is cut to the desired length, we can use the rod bender to adjust the lordosis of the spine. So rod can be bended with the rod bender. After we put the rod, we can implement the force to bend the rod. The rod can be bended as much as adjust to the lordosis, but bending over 10 degrees is not very well recommended. After the rod is bended, we can take the rod gripper and we can hold the rod with the rod grippers, and also it can be locked. And with the rod grippers, we can send rod to the tulips. After that, for the initial nut driver sending, we can take the nut holder, we can hold the nut. It is also expandable, so we can directly hold the nut. And for the initial stage, we can send the nut with the nut holder, but tightening in this part is not recommended. So we just send the rod a little bit smooth. After we send the nut with the nut holder, we can do the first tightening with the standard T-screw nut driver. This is the tightening before the torque applying, so we tight as much as we can. Also in this stage, if the rod is not very well fit to the tulip, we can use the rod pusher. Also do the screw tightening. Procedure to the other screw. For the torque applying, we can use this L anti-torque with also the 12 Newton meters torque, but also we can use the per sider if the screws are not at the same level. One is stayed upper than the other, so we can use this per sider to per side. Also, the per sider is able to apply the anti-torque by itself. So, like this, we send the per sider to the screw. As we send through, it will take the screw head to the upper side, and as we preside this one, we can use the for tightening, for torque tightening, we can use the final shaft with the 12 Newton meters torque handle. So directly it can be sent through the persuader. After we send the torque through the torque and the shaft through the persuader, we will turn the T-handle, torque T-handle to the clockwise. After we hear 2 clicks, we can understand the torque has been applied. That is 1, and that is 2. In this stage, while applying torque, we can use either the distractor or the compressor to adjust the distance between the screws. For example, with the distractor, we can distract the 2 screws if needed, like this. Or we can do the compression from the outer side to adjust the distance again. So it depends on the screw and the. We can do the distraction or the compression with surgeon's preference with the instru benders. Also, it can be done with the manually with the instru benders, or the compression could be done with the instru benders like this. For the other screw, I will show the L anti-torque that we use persuader on this one, and we can use the anti-torque on this one. Also, can be applied like this. Also with the same shaft and the same torque handle, we can apply the torque. Also, again, the 2 clicks. We need to hear 2 clicks. That is 1, and that is 2. Also, we can remove the torque, and the shaft, and also the anti-torque. This is the reduction screw cutter. With this one, we can cut the extra tulip on the reduction screws. Same procedure. And after the final procedure for the both vertebrae, also we can use the cross links in our portfolio to link up the 2 different rods in the set. And also in the set, there is in our portfolio there is multiple options for the connectors. The transfer connector, multi-axial connector, and in the set there is 4 Newton meters torque and also the shaft for it, so we can use this combination for the locking of the connectors. After first we put the connector, we can lock the middle part. After the stitch, we can lock the side parts. Also the final torque for the middle part. Connectors could be attached like this. For further connections, transfer connectors could be used also. And that is the final implementation of our polar screw system.